Button.
Like, hey, we can't hear you. But now they should be able to. One of you say something.
Something.
Okay, now they can fully hear us. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm talking on mute. That's adding confusion to this.
Adding fucking
I was just
confusion.
pretending to be mute, be an
Oh,
asshole.
shit. Well, see, the good thing is I was paying attention to the little audio meter. Because that would have tripped me up for like 20 minutes.
What
Anyway,
happens when you ask a question of a room full of assholes?
that is true. That is very true.
Sound of one cheek clapping.
One cheek clap. Let's see. Oh,
It was
there are my
silent but
notes.
deadly, but also was given away by the one cheek clapping.
That's true. That is true. Okay. Yeah, we're playing this here game. We're back at it. Night Below. Still in book 3, but we're taking a trip back to book 1. Because you all are heading to the surface to gather cool stuff and recruit people and rest and recuperate. And that's our plan. That's where we're going to pick up. I'm going to hand wave the majority of the travel through the Underdark because that shit's tedious and I don't want to do it.
All right.
So we're going to pick up because I remember someone mentioning wanting to possibly visit the Sverfneblin. Oh, you're muted, Bert. More confusion in the audio shenanigans.
Oh my.
He's broken something. See, Bert broke his hard drive earlier.
Test.
There you are.
There you are.
No, it's I just logged into Forge and the music just started blaring out of my speakers.
See, and I don't fucking get why it does that. It shouldn't blast you
It's just
every time.
really excited.
Silly Forge. Get your
It's
fucking
just happy
audio
to be
fixed.
here. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're going to email fucking Forge or Foundry or whoever it is. Like, fix your audio. We're old men over here, and that shit may give us a heart attack with the startle.
But the audio from the table?
Yeah.
Oh, I have mine cranked down.
Well, that's what you should be able to do. You should be able to turn the master volume down, and it should save it.
But it doesn't. It absolutely does not.
It's probably because Bert's using a Mac or
Yeah, I was going to
Linux
say.
Probably.
or whatever.
Oh,
Bert's
cool.
using.
He's at Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. I
Huh?
don't know what I missed.
Huh?
Huh? All of a sudden, Dan was the lawyer.
Could have
Jurassic
been.
Park.
I know.
I
I don't want to die on the toilet though.
Yeah, I discussed with a coworker today that I must be part T-Rex from Jurassic Park because if something's
Tiny
moving,
arms.
tiny arms, and if something's moving, I can't focus except on the movement. Which when I'm in a business meeting and someone's on their Zoom call doing their steps and doing this the
that would be
whole time
hard.
for like an
No,
hour
that's not
long.
appropriate. Like, you
It is
calm
not.
your ass down while we're meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, I don't do that on meetings either. That sounds ridiculous.
it was.
Of course, Dan, you do have a treadmill.
I do, but I don't use it during meetings. That seems disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. Kind of was.
That reminds me of not a story, but a thing that happened. I'll have to talk to you about it after the meeting, Dan, because it's work related.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, we're going to pick up right outside of Blingdenstone, the Sverfneblin city. And as you approach, whereas last time the huge maze kind of blocked your path, they had all of these guards. It's relaxed more. The maze has been like magically opened a little bit. I don't know. And there's a few guards, but you also see, I don't know, there's something a little more relaxed in the atmosphere here. It's not as on alert as you're kind of approaching the city. And as you kind of enter in, you see the streets are busy and bustling. There's trade. Now, there's a few more humans walking around doing trade than what you remembered from last time. trying to remember. Who was your fucking contact in Blingden Stone? Do you all remember?
Blingden Stan.
Blingden Stan. So let's see.
Something like that.
There's the crazy human curiosities
Yeah.
shop guy who hated other humans. That's where I got
He
these
hated
amazing
me.
brushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It was
I hope he's
section.
dead.
I hope he's not. I want to find something else amazing from him.
I'm
Okay.
sure his stock has only grown.
So I feel
Probably.
confident that whatever happened in Blingden Stone happened in episode 17, because that's the one session that I don't have any notes on. Probably not the one session. Oh yeah, it looks like I'm also missing notes from 21, 22, 23. But it was in session 15 that Jeremy married Broomkilda and sired a child.
Oh, yeah.
For the greater good.
I don't know about that. That's to be determined still.
Yeah. That's
So-
I'm just throwing out those positive vibes.
Oh, is that what
Yeah.
it is? Yeah.
Oh, we can find out if the Stone Elves actually, upheld their end of the deal.
What was their end of the
Mm.
deal?
They were supposed to help with the
Banish
said-
the
the Earth Elementals.
Oh, yeah. Well, if there's funky earth elementals there, it's not showing it as, more humans and plenty of Svirfneblin, some dwarves are going about their business. Everyone seems to be in good spirits. Trade is good. Things seem very good here. The guards at the front, they don't even stop you as you all enter. What would you all like to do?
that seems surprisingly pleasant and
Kind of concerning because that's not what we've generally had for a couple of years.
I don't remember who it was that we talked to before either.
I will call it Nebblenuts was your contact, because I'm not looking it up.
Then we'll probably just ask the guards if they can direct us to the nearest to Neville Nuts.
Oh, yes, we can absolutely do that. Commissioner Nebblenuts, he's up there in the central government building.
Ooh,
He's now our ABV inspector.
ABV inspector.
What the percentage in booze and alcohol is.
Yeah.
We had too many troubles with people passing off low potency booze, and can't have that. If it's going to be under 6%, you call it water.
Right.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Don't
Dad's called me.
tell him no. Dan will be back. Well, anyway, yeah, you can find Nibblenuts. They're in the building. Find him in the office of booze and alcohol consumption and inspection.
Cool.
Yeah. You all just head on over?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. That's good, because I realized I said, let's go to Svirfneblin, and I wrote a sentence. I'm like, fuck, there's more than a sentence worth here.
On the way there, I assume these folks, they probably gather gems and the whatnot. Farbauti's going to keep his eye open for some place that might sell some really gaudy, flashy jewelry.
That's not a problem. You
Hoping to
find
impress the missus.
Yep. You come back after you've been gone a couple of years. The best way to keep her from trying to murder you is to just make her look like some sort of trashy East Coast nonsense with all the bling.
Sure.
Yeah, you find a little jeweler like set in a corner shop as you're kind of heading towards the main building. It's the sign out front just has the letter K and then a pair of kissing lips. And yeah, you head on
Nice.
in. And yeah, it's just jewelry shop. You glass counters, all sorts of jewelry, stones of every shape, size, color, with a little Svirfneblin dude sitting behind the
Alright.
counter.
So imagine there is an orc lady whose fingers are about as big around as mine, I need a ring for each finger, thumb, and I need a necklace that can do like a double loop, one that sits around at the neck, and another one that droops way down. Like imagine some teeth that kind of knock around. You need the second loop that goes down around that level.
Okay. How tall is she?
Oh, there.
Oh, like 7 feet, 7.5 feet. Okay.
Roundabout. I was enlarged the last time we were hanging out together.
Well, that's not my business. Ah.
You ought to find somebody who can enlarge you. It's really cool.
Well, okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. And like he kind of takes measurements off your fingers. And like, what kind of stones you looking for?
Bright, shiny, variety.
Yeah, and you get a very lustrous stone of every shape and color. For each ring, there's 10 rings. There's a very long necklace. It's like a 2-tiered thing. And he's like, I just took some liberty on how far she's hanging and how large they're hanging. So this should give plenty of space.
Right. That's perfect. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, and he rambles off some absurdly high price, which you probably wouldn't blink an eye at.
Shunk.
Oh,
You can't
shit.
put a price on not getting murdered.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, you know what they say? With jewelry like this, you know the name of our shop. Every kiss begins with K.
And so does killing.
So does killing.
I feel like I
And then
missed
the
out
other-
on something exciting here.
Farbauti is buying jewelry for Broomkilda, so that way he doesn't get Broomkilled upon his return.
That checks out.
That's where she
Uh,
kills
there-
you with the broom.
I'm sure there was like
Yeah.
a more important reason we came here, but that's why Farbauti came into town.
Fine.
We were gonna see if things are cool here, and then I think keep going.
Now, for Bowdy, I'm just going to point out to you yet again, you don't always have to marry him just to have sex with him. I'm just saying.
It just, it's one of those things that just kind of happens.
It's a
Mhm.
moment,
Mhm.
in the moment kind of thing.
I'm a
like
man of
society, man.
passions. They're not always smart passions, but they're just kind of there.
It's the dwarven upbringing. I get it.
Yeah, as you all kind of leave the shop, I will say one thing. There's kind of like an open little market area with all sorts of different like stands and goods. Kind of where you met that asshole before, but it's been significantly upgraded. It's far nicer. And something that Jason would see, and I'll kind of get excited about. Like, oh shit, they've got the green apples like we had up in our orchard.
I wouldn't eat those if I were you.
Oh, I really just wanted an apple like I had at home.
I'm
you
sure
see-
you do, but you're a human, and I don't think that apple will do anything good for you.
You do see that the booth this is being ran at, there is a human standing behind it. And there are lots of very tasty looking apples, as well as some oranges.
Laura's is this?
Excuse me, is that are those apples? Oranges?
Apples and oranges.
Wow. How'd they get down here?
Oh, well, we bring them down.
Oh. Yeah, well, we haven't been in town in a long while.
Yeah, well, not a lot. I mean, not a lot to have, I guess. I mean, it depended on where you came from.
Yeah.
Well, it's
They
been
say
a
for-
few years.
That's quite a while.
Are they safe for humans to eat?
Yeah, absolutely. We grow them up top, bring them down here to trade.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like copper each or some shit. Money you don't blink an eye at, and yeah, like Jason would have like a bag of apples that he's just happily crunching on.
Are the mines still mining? Last time we were here, there was
Oh.
a problem with the mines.
Yeah, I don't know a whole
That-
lot about that because I'm, relatively new here. But as far as I know, I heard they used to have some kind of like weird ghosts in their minds, and then like the elves came and got rid of them, and then like, yeah,
Things have been cool.
things have been cool. We bring down
Great.
fruit and other food from the surface, like goat meat. And they send up, food from down here and beer and some gems.
I'm gonna get some oranges and some apples.
Sure.
Mostly oranges because I'm tired of the scurvy.
Yeah, scurvy's probably sat in a while
We
ago.
probably all need some of that.
Are you kidding? That pork will keep you from getting scurvy, no problem.
I just
Are
get
your
tired of
knees
eating
supposed to bend
eyeballs.
back like this?
I get tired of eating eyeballs. Okay,
That's
it's
true.
the one place you can get your vitamin C. That or chewing on fingernails and hooves.
I love eating feet.
Yeah, we know. You told us about it. That's how you met your third, fourth, and fifth wives.
Yeah. We all met at the same time, but it was paced out
Yeah.
across a couple of years
Yeah.
That's good.
and about 4 or 5 murders.
Oh, shit.
Also, with the whole conversation about you don't have to marry them to sleep with them. You also
Right.
don't have to murder all the time to marry them. Just
Well,
saying.
somebody tries to stab you, you stab them back.
It's true. It's true. But it was a marital aid, not an actual dagger.
Oh.
I was on shrooms at the time.
That's
Mistakes were
fair.
made.
That's fair. That's true. That's true. We did all have that night that we don't talk about with the mushrooms. I remember.
That's fair.
Well, I don't remember. That's the point. And that's why we don't talk about it. It never happened.
Never
That's why I built up my tolerance. I remember.
He remembers. Yeah, you get your apples and your oranges,
I
and you.
remember the meat pies.
Oh, Jesus.
Dan, give me an intelligence
I'm sure they've
test.
only gotten better up there.
What's that?
Give me an intelligence test.
Oh no. Don't tell me I've forgotten the meat pies.
As you say that, a scent catches your nostril.
Oh my. The meat pie man is here?
And as you follow it,
Subsidiary.
you see in the very way back of the market, past the fucking milk beetles that they've got in their little paddocks and shit. You see the meat pie man. It's a little shack with a bar, slinging meat pies.
Gotta get at least one so I can know if they're the same as they used to be.
That's something you could do. And absolutely, if you head up there, I'll tell you what, he doesn't recognize you because he was a filthy drunk.
Oh, this son of a bitch.
But yeah, you order a meat pie and you do need to give me a fortitude save.
I'm your oldest customer.
Oldest living customer.
Yeah, I've got the
anyway.
oldest
Yeah.
surviving customer.
You chow down on that meat pie. You know what? The quality might have actually gone up. Still
Not sure if I should
barely
be impressed
edible,
or
like-
disappointed.
You get big tufts of like woolly fur in it.
Mm-mm.
Some,
Yeah, it just means you can floss while you chew.
that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, that's the
Dual-
texture. I
dual
like.
action.
Wool on my teeth. That's a texture everybody likes. to think about.
Definitely.
Don't-
Ew, wool on your teeth. That's so terrible.
It's dual action.
Yeah.
Scrubs your insides.
But yeah, he'll sling you a meat pie, and it's. I mean, I guess the Pitchfork likes it, but it stinks for everyone else and looks disgusting and gelatinous in all the wrong ways.
Just like the day I met you.
Okay. You want another meat pie?
Nah, that's good enough to jog my memory. You keep on doing your thing, guy.
Okay.
Never change.
Like me underwear.
Yeah, that's right.
I would
Unless
explain.
you-
it now.
Yeah.
Anyway. And he starts just calling out meat pies for sale.
You want more? Pitchfork? You
Man.
love those.
I got to keep it special, though. Eat too
That's
many
true.
of them, and it
True.
loses the delicacy.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. After you get your meat from Meat Pie Man that you met up in Thrustmaster, do you continue on to the government building?
Yeah.
Yes, so now I can be offensive to everyone around me.
Yes, you definitely will. You all look at Pitchfork and you see he's got meat pie drippings like down the front of his shirt. I see like a kernel of corn in there.
I'm entitled to this. I'm old.
That's fair.
That's all right. He'll
You
be
know-
matching on the back by afternoon.
It does occur to me that on our way back through, we should stop and get some of those when we're headed back. Because, I don't know, but I think if we can sneakily force feed that into, like, I don't know, those big manta ray flying things or something, that should have some kind of effect.
Could just end their lives right then and there.
Or make
Oh
them
my
want
gosh.
to end
I
their
mean,
life.
they can't really probably fly with their they don't exactly have wings. They're probably doing it with like some sort of like mind magic bullshit, right? And if you eat that, you can't fucking concentrate.
The
That's
gurgling.
why I'm training. That's why I'm trading myself.
All right, I like this. This is smart.
I'll
Smart.
be unstoppable one of these days.
But yeah, you make it to the government building. It's busy, multiple offices. Eventually, you find the booze inspection office or whatever I said 10 minutes ago. You head in, little Swerf Neblin.
The ABVP.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Good memory, Dan. As you go in, there's a little Swerf Neblin sitting at the desk, a little receptionist. Hello, welcome to the ABVP. How can I help you today?
We're here to meet the P of the AVBP.
Oh, you mean Mr. Nibblenuts?
Yeah, the president.
Oh, yeah. He just got out of a meeting, but it's after 2, so good luck. And she points you
I
back to his
assume
office.
it was a thirsty meeting.
They all are.
Perfect.
And yeah, you see your old friend Nibblenuts drunkenly sprawled out on a couch. What do you do?
Hey, Nibble Nuts. It's us. Your
Uh,
friends.
He
Did you
bolts
clean
up.
up or you just...
No.
Oh, fuck. He bolts up in surprise, covered in a sweat, and is greeted by the smell of Pitchfork's lunch and just turns his head and just yaks all over the ground.
Here to sober him up quickly.
Oh, shit. Oh, you stink.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, it's you fuckers.
it is.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in years.
I know. We're not even dead.
Congratulations.
You're so many days closer.
As he yaks again, wipes his mouth. What can I help you out with?
I don't know. We're just kind of here to see what's up.
We're heading back up to the surface to do a little thing, and then we're going to head back down. But we just figured we'd stop in and see how y'all were doing.
Doing great. Things have never been better. After you did the thing, and then the elves did the thing, we did the mining, and then after the things happened in the surface, we got to start trading with the people in the castle, and then just, things have been great.
What things
That's
happened
good
on
to
the
hear.
surface?
Well, all the orcs left and went to the
Mhm.
surface,
Mm-hmm.
and then they chased almost all the people back down. So now it's the people in the castle, and they got all that fruit, and they got all that sheep meat, and they got no one to trade with, so they trade with us.
So the orcs ran everybody off,
Yeah.
except for the people in the castle.
Yeah, it's because they got a wall now.
Oops.
fine.
So they're fine.
All right
Yeah.
then. Oh, we've been dealing with those fuckers down below. What were causing all the problems and whatnot, right? We're
mind
probably
flayer
gonna go
things?
back down.
You guys want to help fight some mind flayers? You're not like friends with them or anything.
Wait a second. The way back down?
Yeah, I mean, just like if you had any volunteers or people that run through looking for any sort of like mercenary work, maybe spread the word that.
Yeah, maybe, but the way back down's open?
Yeah.
It's been closed for years. That's
Uh-huh.
another reason why things are so good here.
Yeah. Oops.
So the way's open.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but we've
Oh,
slaughtered
shit.
a shitload of them.
He leaps off the couch, runs to the far side of the room, and he pulls a little like metal cord coming out of the ceiling. And as that happens, you just hear the cacophony of like bells and sirens going off through town. You hear rumbling rock. Oh, I'm so glad you told us. Now that the way's open, anything can get us now. We got locked back down.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here if it weren't open.
Shit.
But it's also, I mean, relatively safe. They're down to one stronghold, and we got plans to take care of that.
That's still
Like there's
open.
a city of Kotoa. We pretty much
Killed them all.
kind of annihilated that. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. It's open though, and I don't like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair.
Do you know who opened it up?
Time opened it up.
Yeah.
Just,
Yep. That's who did it.
Fuck. Okay. And he sits down at his desk and he pulls out some parchment. And
Yeah,
he starts.
we closed it, but it only lasted for so long.
That's good. That's good. What can you tell me about this time person? As you can see, he's writing out like a bounty
like-
notice.
Like years, years
Time
past.
years, and he writes down in the name field like
No,
time
no.
years.
Yeah. Time
was it?
years. Older, gnomish fellow.
right,
Big white beard, bald head.
Chronomancer.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
gonna be a real person that gets murdered for this.
He's so
Right.
drunk, like
Bearded,
the pieces aren't
glasses,
connected.
red hair.
But he's writing this all down. He stops to yak off on the floor again.
Bushy ear hair, bushy eyebrows, bushy nose hair, bushy armpit hair.
Freckles.
So the way sealed, which was great, and then this time years opened it back up again to lead another invasion. Fuck. You think 1,000
yeah,
gold is enough?
For what?
Oh, the
You hunt
bounty.
them down? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay, that's good. And he holds up this very terribly drawn, like wanted poster. Wanted time years. Looks like a 3-year-old drew the picture. Bounty, 1,000 gold.
The thing is he's not actually a gnome. He's a shapeshifter. His real shape, and I'll describe one of those Fomorians that we.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You still collect the bounty. Shut up.
And
Yeah, all weird, misshapen, and yeah.
he's putting
Yeah,
this
we'll-
all on there.
We'll,
May
we'll,
look
we'll
like
bring that body back to you. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We'll
great.
keep an eye out for him because I used magic to make it shut on purpose.
Yep.
So wait, is it closed again or not?
No, we came back and now we gotta go back again to fight them. And if I use magic to close it again, then I can't. We can't go back.
We've got the mind flayers and their dark lords on their heels. We just need some help for the final push.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
We've almost got them convinced to join our multi-level marketing scheme.
Yeah.
I
That
like
is shaped like
schemes.
like a V.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where everyone at the top gives money to the person underneath them?
No. The person at the bottom gives products to the people at the top to sell.
Oh, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
then they pay back a nominal
And
fee.
then they drop some of their loose money because they all make so much money at the top, and it
just
and
falls to the
it
bottom.
falls down.
Right.
to
It's
the
like a
bottom.
trickle down sort of thing.
Yeah,
It's a trickle down sort of thing.
We had a gnome leader in the past that used to love talking about like how trickle down was the way to go. Yeah, his name was
Yes.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, see, the problem was his mechanics involved the one people at the top trickling down to the many at the bottom. And instead, we're having the many people at the top trickle down to the one person at the bottom. Totally different.
yeah.
It is very different.
Well, it uses physics like a drain.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like physics.
It's like a series of tubes.
But the good news, we can look at you and tell you're a power bottom. So clearly you'd be down there ready to catch
Oh.
the trickle.
I love the
That's
idea
right.
of that. Do you have any like paperwork or like informational pamphlets on what all is required of me to be a power bottom?
We'll work on that.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons we're going
It's
over the
more
surface. We need a
attitude than
printing
anything
press.
else. You just got to be you're ready.
Okay.
Just ready. Always.
Yep. When an opportunity presents itself, you always got to push it. Push it real good
Or you whip it.
into shape.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you bop it.
Oh. Well, this is a lot of
bop.
stuff. Okay. Well, that's good. And thanks for letting us know that the thing's open so we can buckle back down again and hide until it's all over.
But we
enough.
do still like want some help if you've got any.
You know, because to help get it reclosed later.
I need to think about that. But I mean, if you want help now, we'll loan you the meat pie guy.
That's fair.
No,
We
he
might take you up on
he needs to stay here for now, but we might get him
Okay.
on the way back.
that. What if we got just a lot of your people really drunk? I mean, that would be under your purview.
Or really
Yeah.
meat pied up.
Yeah,
One or the other.
or both.
Meat pies aren't under my purview. That guy sucks.
But if we get a lot of your people really drunk, I bet they'd be willing to join in, sign up.
Meat
I mean,
pie
that's how it
man
works on the
actually
surface, usually.
Meat pie man may be critical to the success of this mission.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to get into some chemical warfare here thanks to him.
Okay.
Chemical, biological.
Unbelievable atrocities will be rendered.
So
Thank
Imagine
goodness. there's-
feeding a cow meat pies and then launching it over the enemy walls.
I don't think you're going to be able to get my people drunk enough to do that.
Okay.
Because, like, I've been trying really hard to get them drunk, and they're doing a great job. But, and we don't trade with the orcs because they're assholes. But if you can trade with the orcs and maybe get a bunch of their good stuff, maybe that'll get them messed up enough that they'd be willing to march to their death with you.
All right, well, we may have an in
Okay.
with the orcs or a very out.
Mm.
We'll
Okay.
find out soon. Someone may be king of the orcs or not.
I don't know if they
Is
have
this thing 20%?
Is what?
Well, this one over here, this bottle.
Yeah, that's our new children's line, like children's drink line.
Nice, refreshing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, I have to ask, is it made of real children?
No, it's just
For the
It's-
children.
it's for the children. It's got all the nutritions that a growing Sverfneblin needs.
That's not
We're
nearly
working
as
in the
interesting.
mines.
Is it actually 20%?
But that one that he was pointing at is. I've imposed a very rigorous new scaling model to keep everything above board. So anything 6% or less is classified as water. Anything that's above 6% to 12, that can either be called milk or tea. And then from that 12 to 30, that's like children's drinks. above that to like, the mid 60s, that's refreshments. And then above that it's booze. Until you get like to the 120 range. And
Because
then,
they just die.
no, that's what we call dinner.
Guys got like a Pedialyte version for elderly folks.
No, that's a good idea though. I should invest in that. Like, ooh, no, we can't get prunes.
All right, if you've got stuff that's up there,
Well,
and we
we'll see
want
if
to do
can
some
help with
trading with the orcs, if we can bring up a couple barrels of good stuff you've got, it might help
Yeah.
us out with doing some trading with them.
Well, bricks.
All
The
right.
good stuff
Well,
comes in bricks.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, if you can get enough of the good stuff, then yeah, I bet they'd
All
be
right,
willing to
well,
help.
Let's we'll talk to some orcs.
Yeah.
Or die.
I mean,
Yeah.
we have a beer carrier, so
That's true.
He
Oh my
has had an
gosh,
empty
we have a
keg
beer
for
carrier.
a long time.
right.
We could refill his cake. Maybe we get him a second one.
I'll tell you what. What kind of traveling are you going to be doing? What's your level of exertion?
Almost non-existent. I'm old.
Oh. Well, non-existent traveling.
No, effort.
Well, I mean, effort. That's what I meant. Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. I've got some in my closet here. And I'll just top you off.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah. So like travel. Okay. I think that sounds
Just
like a
like-
good 90 proof. And
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
do you want us to pay you for it or something?
Oh no, it's just perks of the job.
Nice, very nice.
And he opens up his small closet, and it's like this medium-sized like warehouse of just casks, huge
Oh.
like 12-foot casks.
Oh, do we just do like a cask exchange here? Like
Well,
you just
you've
take
got
his
a
empty
barrel
one?
that a
Right.
person could carry, like
I know, and I'm wanting to upgrade beer carrier's level of effort.
The team beer
Beer
carrier.
carrier speaks for the first time of the campaign. If you make me carry one of those, I'm You know that scene from that Rage Against the Machine album? I'm gonna go all Tiananmen Square on this bitch.
Oh no. Okay, maybe 2 barrels? Do you think you could do 2 barrels?
I could do 2 barrels.
All right.
One in front, one in back.
Balances me out.
Yeah, it'll be better. It'll be better for your spine.
Also works as armor.
You know, I
Wouldn't
gotta say,
it?
I feel like setting up a retirement home in this place just looks really lovely.
Just in his small, in his closet.
Yeah. Farbaudi's retirement is just falling asleep under this high
It's
octane
just-
booze.
A really
Just
long,
mouth
like
hanging open.
crazy
and-
straw.
You're gonna be, what was that from Beer Fest? Landfill 1.
Yes.
yeah.
You'll go out.
Now, donkey is not a pack animal.
Yeah.
Cat, get that right. Donkey is a lesser
I guess-
deity of war.
Yeah, he's a valued team member.
So you get topped off, you head into the
Mm.
surface.
Yes.
This time you do have to get escorted through the maze because after Nibble Nuts panicked, he did
Mm,
pull the cord and the maze is back in place.
I have a quick question about Donkey.
Yeah.
Because we spent 2 years basically mostly living in the mansion and whatnot and eating pork.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a lot of what Donkey ate too.
Mm-hmm.
Is Donkey a little chunkier now? The little chunky donkey? Because he didn't
No.
have a lot of room to go.
No, he's
Oh.
not. He's
'Cause I could get
fairly
behind a
lean and
fat donkey of
muscular.
war.
You notice that his grayish fur is kind of going light, kind of whitish. Very strange too. He's grown canines.
Oh.
nice. It's gone paleo.
Yeah.
I
You're muted, Bert.
like I said in chat, I fully expect
That's
Donkey to eat me
absolutely
when I
what
die.
happens when you go paleo, by
Yeah.
the way. Absolutely.
That's it.
You grow lots of canines.
Yeah.
More than just a set. Lots
More
of
than a set, like 6 of them fuckers.
Yeah, just lots of them.
Like shark teeth, they just start gross.
Yeah.
But then carbos become your bane, and someone can make you go away by crossing 2 French loaves, and you're just
French
powerless.
loaves.
Yeah, and you're powerless.
If they
That's
shove a piece of bread in your mouth, you die instantly.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, cracker. Fuck that.
Here in the town that Dan and I live in, there was actually one of them paleo like dietitian health gurus, and they found him dead with a Hawaiian roll stuffed in his mouth and beheaded.
Yeah. It's the
It was
only
the only way
get
to
rid
stop him. Anyway, doing anything else on the way out of
there
town?
was an Olive Garden breadstick stabbed through his heart.
Yeah, one of the day olds. That way it's
Nice and sharp.
yeah. Fuck, I don't even know. Y'all beer up
Alright.
or booze up. Head to the surface? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Anything
I guess
else?
that's where the orcs are now.
Okay, well then let me go ahead and I won't delay it any longer. As you make your way to the surface, it's well lit. There's handrails, like
Got fancy while we were gone.
yeah. You make it to the old orcish layers and it's been emptied out. It's now like a guard shack. You see humans and Sverfneblin. A small little
Where the
like
people
market
live now?
area. Yeah, there's people there now. No sign of orcs in the old orc caves.
Oh, we did such good.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and hop back over to the Haranshire map. Oh, look at that. Russell's on my head.
Right
Bye.
in your face.
For the first time in a long while.
Oh my.
Now, let's see if I've got that.
Like that,
So
Chop,
you're gonna
chop. Yeah.
come out. It's actually gonna be within the mountains. As you kind of come out, you see you're at the foothills of the mountains. You see this large like stone wall encircling everything, and you see Parlflay's Keep, Jason's home, on the side of the wall that you're on.
The last bastion of humanity on the surface.
Who knows?
For all we know, Jason, this is like a Return of the King moment for you.
Yeah.
He's like, I guess it like could be, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'd like to see my dad and like my stepmom.
That's fair. I guarantee you, they will barely recognize you. You are a true tough son of a bitch at this point.
Now you're a man.
You get a lot more skills than you did
Man. I don't
before.
remember the rest of the song.
Oh,
What
now
makes a
you're
man? A man.
Yeah.
God, stupid movie. I love it.
So this wall is tall. You could possibly scale it without too much trouble, especially with the audience's help. Or you can head up to the keep.
Yeah.
Let's look fancy and go to the keep first, I suppose.
Okay.
I agree.
Before we sneak, before
Wait, no, hold on. Do we still have the name tags? I mean, which of the servants are we
What were
going
the
in?
names
Oh my
of the
gosh.
servants. Yeah.
Smart.
Oh god.
We're back after our extended vacation.
It's like
But
we
we
never
never
left.
Let's see here. There's the orcs. Good God. This is early shit. Fuck. There's the cursed crypts. All right. Oh, I have no idea. Zombie attack, tosser, cha-cha-cha. I don't even remember this shit. Like, we have come so far.
Be right back.
Yeah, sure. I have no idea. We're going to say they're named Steve. And you all have your Steve name tags and your Steve uniforms.
They're one of us.
And as you approach towards the castle, the groves have expanded. There's orange groves and apple groves all over. You see people working them. In the distance, you can see stone giants tending to herds of giant, like mountain goats, like 8-foot tall mountain goats with thick, woolly fur.
Well, in
I
some
could go
regards,
for
we
some
brought
goat.
this surface together, except for the orcs.
Well, hey, we empowered them, and capitalism did what it does.
And yeah, as you make your way up, you see an old man, like in like a beach chair, kind of like supervising the harvesting of the orchards. This big, long, white, curly beard. And Jeleneth, who's with you, recognizes him immediately. Master! And runs over to the old man, realizing that this is the wizard Toaster, who is based out of Thrustmaster.
We didn't
Oh my
kill him by
God.
accident.
That feels like
Yeah.
forever ago.
You actually saved him and was able to get him back to the surface.
We did, but we
No,
also almost nearly killed him.
True.
Yeah.
And Toaster gets up and greets Jeleneth and greets all of you and is, you saved her after you saved me.
Yeah. It's only taken a long time, but we finally fulfilled our first quest of the campaign.
That's fantastic.
Turns out things get a little rough down there.
They do.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's been, God, what, 7 or 8 years since I've seen you all last.
Yeah.
Two.
It was a while.
We call those the pork years.
Oh, no, it's been longer than that. The longer you're down there, time moves slower.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
The deeper you go, the slower it goes.
Low and
So,
slow. That is the tempo.
Yeah, so about all this fun stuff going on up here, how's it been?
Retirement's treating me great.
Seems like a lot of people are pretty happy.
I mean, things are better than they were. Relative peace with the orcs now. Castle life is good as long as you don't enter the Forbidden Wings. And
Forbidden Wings?
yes. So
What's in the Forbidden Wings?
it's rumored that the Lord of the Castle lives in the Forbidden Wings with his wife, unaware of the fact that the rest of us are squatting on his land and in the rest of his castle.
That checks out.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, so if you just don't make them aware of you, then it's fine.
This is pretty much it.
Okay.
He hasn't
Yeah, it
noticed
sounds
any
like a win-win.
difference from what I've heard. Of course, only the original Steves are allowed to enter that wing,
That
That's
makes
us.
and their apprentices.
Yeah, that's us.
Ooh, I see you've got the name tags and uniforms.
We did.
It's been a while since we've been Steve, but I think we could still pull it off.
That's fair. But I mean, after Thrustmaster was raised, those of us who survived made our way here.
Did the orcs do that?
Yes. They called it eminent domain, but they did it at sword point.
We told them not to do that.
Well, peace comes at the end of a sword, right? And
No.
I'm sure they meant well.
So here we are. The last bastion of humanity in a sea of orc farmers. In a new land that they call Orkanza.
Well, they did the whole farmland thing.
Oh,
then.
they did. From my understanding, they tried livestock for the first few months, but after they ate it all, then they tried more livestock and ate it all. Then they tried plants, and they hate vegetables until they found the good plant. They call it the good stuff, and then they just took off like a weed. The entire land, from here to the Great Rock Dale, south to the Shrieking Mire, and then north to where the map ends. Just fields of good stuff.
Has that like calmed them down then?
Yes.
Like,
Well,
things were
it
kind of
sounds like in a roundabout sort of way, they found their own peace, and
I mean, the stairs to the top of the wall are over here if you want to see their endless fields of good stuff.
oh,
I kind
I'll
of do
take a look.
actually.
kind of, yeah.
Come on, I'll take you up there. These knees have a few more steps in them. And there's a little stone stairway leading up this very finely crafted large stone wall. And as you peer over the top of the wall, you see it is just an endless sea. Just farmland, cultivated farmland of this one particular plant.
I mean, that's dedication, right? That's clearly a people applying a trade and bettering themselves, really.
Yeah. Clearly they've figured out what it is that they like.
So here's a question to my players here. That didn't get
Opium.
me.
Fields and fields of opium.
There it is.
Okay, see, I
I
didn't
kind
know
of
that.
like these guys.
That is it exactly. Toaster would, this is just nothing but opium poppies. Hundreds and if not thousands
Look,
of
I am a
miles.
halfling businessman. I know my.
So clearly what we need to do is haul a bunch of this down to the Underdark, get the enemy forces high as fuck.
Feed them
then-
meat pies.
I mean, that's what the orcs did to the residents of Milbourne and Harleton.
I mean, that's really smart. I mean, you got to respect that, right?
I mean, I guess, after
Did
they couldn't
did they
make
kill them?
peace. No, after they couldn't make peace with the humans, and after they built their wall to protect their fields from the humans, they just hired assassins and thieves to sneak in and put their good stuff in all the food and drink and water supplies.
Oh, so they built this wall?
Not this wall. The stone giants built this wall. There's another wall much farther to the west.
Hey, how are those stone giants doing?
They're
How are
doing
you
fine.
getting along with them?
Yeah,
doing
we
good.
set them free, didn't we?
Well, these aren't the stone giants. Well, I mean, there's this. You set stone giants free down below, but they did not survive.
Oh, well, that's not our fault.
There's something about being trapped in a city because the door wouldn't open and nobody can invent a ladder.
That's not our fault.
Nope.
In all fairness, though, they did have a bunch of fucking mind flayer and Kuatoa mind fuckery going on.
Yeah.
That probably kept them from being able to escape, as well as, someone with a magical amulet telling everyone who is infected by.
To kill everybody
That's-
smaller than them.
Yeah.
That's also not our fault.
It went
Nope.
very purge in that city.
It did. It did. And then came the command to put one's thumb up one's butt.
Yeah. That one was
He
our
did
fault.
it. Took some engineering, but he did it.
That one was our fault. I'll take. Oh, we'll own that one.
Yeah.
None of the
Yes.
rest of it, though.
The orcs, good stuff. Their entire society is now based off good stuff.
Oh,
So where do they? Where's their capital, so to speak?
Oh, that would be Farm to the south of here.
are they like hostile to people, like on site?
No, not anymore. They've
I don't.
they've mellowed out. We're actually on good terms with them now. The wall's not all that necessary anymore. In
Oh,
fact,
good.
they even, hire some of us to go on caravans to do trading for people who don't want to deal with orcs.
I see. So you do the Smurf Devil and the stuff because they seem to think the orcs are assholes. Maybe they haven't met recently.
We keep the Smurf. They provide goods and food that the orcs aren't too interested in.
Hmm.
In
Keep
an
them separated.
exchange,
Fair.
we
That's fair.
provide fruit and goat meat.
Just keep them separated, right?
Yes. There's no need to mix the streams.
Well, but what if we could combine the orc poppy with the Surf Neblin booze?
Think you would die.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm not saying I want to drink it, but I'm saying it's a,
It
Let's
would
say
be-
we found a captive audience to do some sampling.
I mean, if you made them drink the strong shit that the Sverfneblin come up with, as well as a bunch of the orcish good shit, they would die. Absolutely, I have no doubt they would die.
And
Isn't
what if we
that-
just threw a little meat pie in there for curiosity's sake?
That's a
Wait,
miracle nobody
didn't-
dies from eating that in the first place.
Right.
Didn't
Then we're
Nipple
talking
Nuts
triple
want-
shit.
some of the good stuff from the orcs.
Yes, the Sverfneblin did ask for some of the good stuff.
Okay.
But yes,
All right.
you and Farbauti, Mr. Dwarf, you should probably make your way up to Papa Town. You've probably got family up there.
Oh, is that so? Papa Town, you say?
Yes, that's where the orcs keep all the dwarf men. Apparently, there's an old legend that a great orcish queen married a dwarven battle master, and they made the most powerful offspring ever imaginable. And so now the orcs, they find dwarven men to just make babies for them.
Papa Town's just a baby factory. Huh?
Oh boy.
Papa Town is a
Whoa.
meat market, and I wish I was a dwarf. They set you up in a nice little house, and the orcish ladies, they just come through with those big thighs, and you just make babies.
Well, maybe they won't hate you then.
All right then.
Papa.
Well, probably.
Good news for Buddy. I think you're gonna live.
I think so. But first, we probably should go talk to the queen. Is there still the queen
Oh,
down
no.
there in the farm town?
No. No, she passed.
Oh.
Yes, it's quite sad,
How-
actually. She's quite heartbroken from the loss of her dwarven husband, and she tried to get other dwarves to fill the hole that he left in her, and then she just ruptured her intestines.
Oh, how about her son?
Oh, he's doing great. He's the new king.
Oh,
He's
Oh,
a
shit.
wise old orc. Great beard. I did hear that he ate all of his siblings, so that's a little concerning.
Yeah.
maybe it was just a phase, probably.
I saw him when he was still on all fours, beat his brother's head in with a rock.
Well, that sounds like him.
Well, maybe we should take Jason here to see his parents first.
Yeah, in the Forbidden Wing.
And the
It's gonna be fun.
forbidden wing.
Oh, the sun returns.
The prince,
Yeah.
as it were, maybe.
Don't tell him anything. We've got a good deal going on here.
You know,
No, don't worry. Jason's cool. He's fucking amazing.
That's good. Right. Anyway, yeah, feel free to go talk to Lord Parlfrey.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Actually,
once again, he's got
Well-
no idea what's going on.
That's fine.
His wife knows.
Is he just, like,
Yeah,
What
he's
seem like
which
he has a-
wife is it?
aged a day.
Oh, it's a young. I mean, he gives a description of the exact wife that you're all familiar with. Very young, lovely, pale skin. Known to take many a paramour.
Not the undead one.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely the undead one.
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
yeah, we helped with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But as long as she's cool, I guess that's fine.
No, she's not cool at all.
Yep. You're muted for the first half of that, I think.
Oh, I just spoke too softly. She's not cool at all.
Oh, no?
I heard she was looking for company, and I found my best wizard's thong, and she declined me.
Don't worry. We know her type. Wink.
Me.
Oh, shit. Is that it? When am I just too tall? I knew I should have put googly eyes on that wizard's thong.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
You can always try next time.
But she also liked dirty boys. Just saying.
He grabs some dirt and rubs it on his face.
There you go.
Tell her I'm
Well, you
thinking
wait your
of her.
turn.
And also bring a healing potion.
I've heard that.
Spicy.
I've heard she's quite ravenous.
Well,
Anyway, we're
now that we got that out
lingering
of the way.
here, story-wise. Kindly fuck off and go talk to the Lord.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, I don't think I've ever had a wife actually, never had the whole thing actually not be a divorce. I
You're a widower now, man.
And
don't
it
really know how to
sounds-
feel about this.
And it sounds like she still held a torch for you.
Had.
This was the one that wouldn't have gotten away.
I know,
Well,
what the fuck
you-
kind of luck is that? I just,
Yeah. You piece of shit. You went off adventuring.
I always went off adventuring because they were always gonna fuck me, so I had to fuck off before they fucked me. But this time, it might have actually worked out, and I was just,
Too scared.
This isn't the day that Farbauti turns his life around.
Yeah.
oh, well, fuck me.
Jeremy will now need to use all of his luck because his dice will turn against him.
Yep.
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Let Jason have his say here.
I mean, some of that is what do you want, Jason? You've been
Oh,
through
yeah.
enough shit. You deserve to choose what you want to choose.
I mean, I would like to see my father. I'll definitely... It seems like the less he knows, the happier he'll be.
Just show him what a fuck. No offense, but at one point, that son of a bitch thought you would never amount to anything. You walk in there with your fucking plate mail and your tough as shit looks, and you just show him how fucking wrong he was.
I will certainly show him that he was proud of the wrong son.
That's right.
You're goddamn right. You're fucking amazing, Jason.
I appreciate that, sir.
Go resolve that childhood trauma.
I will resolve
Right.
the shit out of that childhood trauma. I thought it was bad enough. My older brother won first place in the marble eating contest. My father was so proud of him after that, but sadly he didn't live long.
Not a good competition to win, it turns out.
Go figure.
It's one of the best George Carlin skits that I. The kid who eats too many marbles doesn't grow up to have kids of his own.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah. As we're standing around waiting for Jason to go have his meeting with his folks.
He'll have you all come along.
Buddy.
Like he's leading the way. He knows the way there.
At some point, I feel that Snaggle would like tug on my sleeve or something, be like, "When were we going to Papa Town?"
I don't blame Snaggle. Good for him.
Snaggle, I think Snaggle, once he gets there, he may retire.
He might, and that's fair.
That's honestly, like, you can't ask for a much better retirement.
Yeah.
That's by Snoo
Oh,
Snoo.
God damn.
The best.
Let's just take a moment. Is this what you all expected?
No, not exactly.
No, but this is better.
Yes. I actually quite enjoy this a lot more than what I.
Me
God,
too.
now I really need to add. I want to know about Stinky Hole and Chop Chop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to actually feel like just a tiny bit sad.
Yeah. You were expecting things to go in a far different direction.
Yes.
I mean, they were sideways at least initially, but now they kind of, everything's leveled out. It's all right. And there's not even any hatred for Farbauti.
I mean, I'm not human, so fuck them if they're, feeling sour about being walled up. It sounds like, the orcs went and did good for themselves, and I kind of feel like I set up something good, set up a good relationship, and then I kind of missed, like, the good thing that I actually did for once.
But maybe that's why it wound up being a good thing.
Oh, shit, is that what it is? Is it that things went okay because I wasn't around to fuck it up?
It might be. It might be. Because, I mean, in the past, you were always, like, around to fuck the shit up. And this time, you weren't around.
So am I the asshole? I'm the one that fucks it up.
Yeah, yeah. See, Sweeney is absolutely the worst therapist in the world.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't see my son. What if I meet up with my son and then I fuck everything up? But they said he's like a wise old king now. And what if I talk to him and I screw it all up and then I fuck up everything they've done and I just...
Maybe you just come in as just not Farbauti. Maybe he doesn't remember you, and you just...
The last time you did see him, he was an infant.
You just have a conversation with an orc who happens to be your son king.
We should go to Papa Town first. Give you time to think about it.
Yeah, you can feel proud of it, and he'll
By the way,
know
can you help
no
me
more.
rig up a beard? You just need a...
Just the whole party
really
retires
easy.
in
Actually,
Papa Town.
since you're not a human, and he'll just take out his special magic brush.
Oh, shit.
Shoot, and
Thank you.
Yeah, Gatsby and Sweeney could pull that off. Pitchfork. Shit out of luck.
no.
I'm
And in
just
fact, because you're human, this thing will actually curse you.
Hey, I already
if
got a
use it on
beard.
you.
You have a wizard's
Just
beard.
too tall.
I remember what that brush does if you use it on a human.
Yep, it's amazing.
I'm just too tall.
Anyway, as Jason is leading you through, and yeah, he moves into the forbidden zone, and like there's signs like "Do not enter forbidden." And Jason, you all would recognize it as the castle area that you stayed in. And
They've liberated some silverware.
yeah, absolutely. And Jason's like, "Oh, like things haven't
still have
changed
that
at
silverware.
all."
We do.
Nice. You haven't really had a chance to sell it.
Well, no, we use
Now we
it
don't need to.
And yeah, eventually Jason makes his way into his father's, private study where his father's much older now with the same young wife sitting in the corner reading a book, drinking wine. She sees you, Sweeney. Her eyes narrow. A hungry look passes over her face.
Delicious. What can you say?
The old man, Lord Parlfrey. Ah, Stephen, you've made it. I require my foot bath.
That was a different Steve, I think.
So they're all Steven.
Yeah, they all pretend to be just the same person.
I know, but still. I think it was a different Steven. That's the foot bats.
And I'll tell you what, Jason will, realizing that his father doesn't recognize him, will go and like grab his like gold-plated foot bath and start getting that ready for his old man. As the wife.
I will
slinks
show
over.
the wife some of my carefully curated collection of lingerie.
Here's the question. Would you still have the original lingerie that you liberated from her?
Absolutely. Come on.
This
I haven't been able to
was
sell anything yet.
this was mine. Are you the scamp that stole my unmentionables?
I am offended. I merely rescued it. You know what would have happened to this thing if you'd left it down there? I take very good care of my collection.
That's fair. Well,
No, I don't even want it anymore.
Why, I was about to reward you for returning it to me.
Take the reward.
I can be less offended with money.
I'm not rewarding you with money. As she does like a little shimmy, and then all of a sudden in her hands, her current lingerie that she was wearing appears in her hands as she hands it over to them. This will sell quite well on eBay.
It's equitable. Sure.
Is it eBay, Chuck, or is it Obey? Since it's the probably
Orkland.
Orcish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Obey.
appreciate that
Obey.
Dan Diz shows up right in time for that line. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that's important. This is the way.
So, I see that you all haven't aged much either.
We spent an awful long time
Eating pork.
downstairs eating pork.
And you've got quite an array of lingerie. What is your asking price?
Oh, well. How many appendages? 4, right? Okay, well, let's just
4?
put these aside.
Oh,
No tentacles. Let's put these aside.
Well, not currently. As she gives a wink
Oh,
at
well,
Sweeney.
these are back on the table then.
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't haggle with you much, but she does peruse your wares, and she'll gladly buy some. I like these. They smell like somebody died in them.
I know, right? It's hard to capture that scent and keep it there.
It is. It is.
Takes a very particular set of skills.
So
It does.
you've all returned my stepson to his father, and he looks
At least for a while.
tasty.
Presumably he's coming back with us to go finish the fight. You know, the mind flayers aren't dead yet.
Ah. As she kind of looks at you, Sweeney. What did you say your last name was?
Me?
Yes, you.
It's been so long since anybody asked me my last name. Sackbum.
Sackbum. Sweeney
Forgot my own last
Sackbum.
name.
Well, that's disappointing. If you would have said you were Parl Frey of some other branch after my current husband succumbs to old age, I would have an opening for a new husband of the Parl Frey lineage.
Well, keep that in mind. I'll see if I can get my name changed.
Very well. And eventually you all kind of catch a soft conversation kind of starting up as Jason kind of gives the information like, hey Dad, it's me, your son Jason. And Lord Parlfrey definitely, at first he doesn't recognize him, acts like he doesn't know him. Where have you been? You're so behind on your arithmetic studies. What is this that you're wearing? Your lord shouldn't be out there wearing tin cans, crawling the land. You have more important work to do here.
He knows math.
And Jason looks a little dejected by this.
You listen here. You asked me to take your son on and make a fucking man of him. You look at that son of a bitch right there. That's not the motherfucker that was running up trees years ago. This motherfucker has fought giants. He's fought mind flayers. He is the bravest little shit I have known in many a year. And you better goddamn well respect him.
Go and give me a personality test.
Fuck you, stupid piece of shit. Making fun of Jason. Yeah, always rolling personality checks.
You are.
Yeah.
One of these days, you're going to play a personality-based character
And just
That'd be
botch it.
horrible.
and never
Yeah.
roll personality.
No. 15?
15's good. You drive it home. He starts actually 15 along with his realization that, like, shit, Jason does look a little more... He looks
That's
stronger.
the kind of son of a bitch that people are going to look to. And they'll see that he can get shit done and they will fucking follow him.
Mm.
Made a true
Perhaps.
lord out of him.
You look deep into his eyes. He's murdered at least a dozen people now.
He's murdered
Look,
so
look,
many
dude.
fuckers.
Well, I was wrong to judge so
We
soon.
killed an entire city.
That's intense. That's not a good thing.
It was
no,
bad.
it was. It was a very good thing.
It was a very good thing.
Okay.
We're
Would
gonna
they
They would have
murder
tried to
another
take
city,
in
too.
your money.
Were they tax dodgers?
Yes.
Worse.
I once killed a city of tax dodgers.
There you go. Like father, like
You
son.
mentioned that.
Well, Jason, my boy, I see that I was terribly mistaken. You have grown up quite strong. You're a son that would make me proud. And he kind of gets up and he goes over to a chest in the corner of the room and he pulls out this old dusty looking piece of cloth and he unfurls it and you see that it's a cape with like the family crest. I think you're finally ready for this. And he clasps it onto Jason's armor. I am now ready to retire, and I will name you the new Lord of Parlfrey's Keep.
Maybe we did too good at this.
That's okay. Now we got someone that can actually call in the army.
I will
Yeah.
keep things running until you can return and take my place.
You okay there, Farbauti? You need a hug?
It's been a big day.
His adopted boy is doing good.
I'm so
Actual
proud of
son.
you, Jason. You fucking deserve it.
Jason's going to give you a hug. He's like, he was never my father, but you've done so much more.
Oh.
Oh.
Right in
I
the
know.
feels here.
What are all these things in my belly that are swirling around right now?
They're called feelings.
I had a wife that loved me and God.
You got one kid that's a king and another one that's a lord.
Oh, I
That's
better just go get myself killed off so I don't fuck this up.
Yeah, you've made some terrible choices, my friend.
Oh,
As Mrs. Parlfrey, before you head off, let me all stay here for the night. Rest up, eat good food, enjoy your evening winks at Sweeney.
I just want to steal the silverware again, just like old times.
yeah, baby.
Just throw it on the pile of the other silver.
Yeah, at this point, you just sort your wealth by color.
Wait. Let's steal the wooden utensils.
Mm,
Oh, no one's expecting
that'd be a
that.
change. Yeah, no
Yeah,
one's expecting
alright.
that.
See, now we're wealthy enough. We don't have to steal valuable things. We just steal weird shit.
Oh,
I like it.
You've come full circle back to the bottom.
Like, who steals 3 squares of toilet paper? Just 3 squares, but in the middle.
Okay, in the middle.
See Gatsby raising his hand over there.
I might have done that on a drunken bender or two.
Unroll. 1, 2, 3. Done.
And then you have to put the paper back in the reverse position so that it comes
Yeah.
over, not under.
So they're rolling it the wrong way. They're so mad. Eventually, it doesn't run out. It just switches directions.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
you kind of got to
fucking
roll it back up.
devious.
So it looks like it's a contiguous roll still.
Yeah.
Like, this is just what I assume happens when you become ridiculously wealthy. You just do weird, stupid shit because you've got nothing else to do.
That's fair.
So, I mean, that's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're all put up for the night. You don't see much of Jason. He spends a lot of time reminiscing with his father. There's a decent meal. Mushrooms, baked apples, candied oranges, and goat that the Steves tell you is, oh, this is the best venison. Wink to all of you. But you're pretty sure it's just goat steak.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's still amazing.
It's still not pork.
It's not pork.
Yeah. Good night's food, good night's rest. Sweeney, you have a late night visitor and a very foggy morning.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to assume it went well.
It goes well. The rest of you notice that Sweeney's definitely a little paler than normal in the morning. Anyone else do anything overnight besides steal all of the not good flatware?
Oh, I'm going to visit the secret passages.
Sure.
Remembering right, and just kind of eavesdrop around.
Yeah, so things have definitely changed in the secret passages. Before, it was an entire castle where a bunch of people were pretending to be one person. Now it's one wing that is preserved for the lord of the castle. And pretty much everywhere else in the castle is now occupied by, essentially refugees from Thrustmaster.
Villages everywhere down the halls.
Yeah, like it's full of just assorted people. There's shops. This castle has become a fairly decent city.
It's Castle Town, basically.
It's Castle Town. And as you're moving through these secret passages, rather than spying on the one group of people pretending to be one person or the Lord, you're looking in like this room has been set up as an apartment for a small family. Like this room over here is like a small clinic that they use for the people living here. You're just essentially lurking through a town, peeking in windows and getting little snapshots of the lives of all the people living in this castle who've been displaced by the orcs' farmland. Yeah.
Unexpected, but kind of neat.
In the morning, I'll find Toaster and ask him about some of the others that we had met, some of the rangers or whatever that we had come across, the druid lady and all that.
Yeah,
the werebear kid.
A lot. He would definitely say like a lot of them, like Cooper's farm, Quinn's farm, are taken over by the orcs. The druids and everything, they have retreated into the Thornwood. All of the bandits and everything, they did manage to very successfully drive out. But they definitely, the Thornwood is not a safe place to go anymore. Because the druids have definitely set it up as like their own private little fortress against the orcs. It is well defended. It is dangerous, especially on the borders of the forest. The rest of the humans in the land, those that didn't make it here to Parlfrey's Keep, all retreated back to Milbourne or Harleton. They did put up defense and they did fight against the orcs for a while, trying to keep them from encroaching on their land. Eventually, the orcs kind of settled in their territory. And so the humans were doing like raids and stuff into orc territory, trying to drive them back. And then the orcs built their wall, just kind of blocking off that section of Haranshire from Orkansas.
All right.
The orcs did, after that, start trying to make peace with the humans. Humans, unsurprisingly, weren't having it. And as Toaster explains, from what he has gathered, the orcs decided that their new plan was to hire, like I said, assassins and thieves and sneak in at night and lace the food and the water of Milbourne and Harleton with the good shit. Slowly,
Till peace was forced.
over time, until the humans had a very strong appreciation of the good shit, and eventually came to peaceful terms with the orcs in exchange for the good shit, and the humans provide shit that the orcs need. They do additional trading. So essentially, the orcs, they snuck over and they got the humans all super high long enough that they all got hooked, and then leveraged that for an uneasy peace.
So smart. I'm so
Now I just
proud.
worry about what comes next, because clearly they've got the good stuff fields, and suddenly there's going to be a bunch of chemists coming with some sort of blue crystalline material, and they'll rage a turf war.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But
That the blue wizards were doing.
that is exactly what the blue wizards were doing. But yeah, he kind of gives you the rundown of how that broke out since you've all been missing.
Okay, well, it's good to know. So I guess we got to figure out where we're going from here. Which orc village shall we visit first?
So definitely, Farm is kind of pointed at as the capital of
I feel like-
Orkanza.
I feel like farm is the place to go to actually get stuff done. I'll admit, I hear, wanting to go to Papa Town for the dwarven friend here.
We can go to farm first. It's fine.
Yeah. And Toaster, I mean, he's got some basic information on each of those. Farm is the first settlement that the orcs created. It is the largest settlement. It is kind of the most developed. Chop Chop would be the kind of like the front of initial kind of the orcish war.
Mm.
And after things evened out, it moved from a military encampment and started growing into a town. Stinky Hole. There was an old volcanic vent that just spewed out stinky gases and stuff. And the orcs just like the smell, so they just kind of camped out around there and eventually grew into a city. And yeah, Papa Town is a model village built for one very specific reason. It is populated entirely by dwarven men and orc women that are looking to have babies. They pass through.
Oh, what a legacy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'd say you've done great for this world, but you've done great for someone.
You did something. That's more than most people can say.
That's true.
Ooh, I should, while we're here, I'm going to see if I can find a nice, something that I could start working on a plaque on, basically.
Okay.
Best son ever.
Well, I do want to talk to my actual son, but at some point I want to find something that I can kind of carve out a spot. There's that the tiny stoneworker's hammer that was the first hammer I gave Jason. Farbauti wants to find some sort of plaque to kind of put that in, kind of do the humble beginnings, and now look where you've come.
Definitely in the forbidden portion of the castle, you can easily find a very nice shadow box kind of thing.
Yeah. Probably not the sort of thing he can do overnight, even though he's a stone worker. Like it'll take him some time, but he'll start working on that.
Yeah. Okay.
We never got him his stone jacuzzi or whatever he wanted.
You didn't. Lord Pearlfrey's probably forgotten.
I'm sure he has, but it just occurred to me. So
I've forgotten.
Yeah.
that's why we're getting back to the stone giant.
Yeah. I mean, the stone
Gatsby,
giants.
it looks like you may have found somebody who's into doing some of that special clothing where, in fact, the two of you could probably co-op like some sort of like brand sort of thing. Like she's kind of got the right look for it. You've got the brains for it.
Really hone in on that market on used undergarments. I think there's a thing there.
Yeah.
The secret is keeping them fresh.
That's it.
If only there was some sort of material that could have a seal on it, but it would be pliable and see-through.
Spiderweb?
Like you could.
We've got enough gold to get some wizards to get to work on that.
You really do.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being the wizard who gets hired to work on that bullshit?
We're making Ziploc bags today.
Right.
All right. So in the morning, Jason, once again, not a lot of them, eventually he's like, this was a good reunion. Like, I appreciate you all doing this for me.
Oh, of course. And look at you with the cape.
Very regal
Normally,
cape.
I mean, I'm really proud of you.
Thanks. He's like, I really appreciate that.
I mean, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade here or anything, but if you do plan on accompanying us for the last leg of this adventure, do realize this is the last time you're likely to see the old man. So,
wouldn't blame you if you decided not to, but
he's like, I didn't think about that. He's like, I'll tell you what, you all go and do what you need to do up here on the surface. And when it's time to come back down, I'm coming with you.
That's appreciated.
And I'll take this time to set orders correctly and spend time with my father. And
you might have to find some coming to peace with, the other residents.
Oh, I suppose I should work something out. I don't have any problem with them using the castle for what they're using. It's a good use of it.
Yeah, but maybe bring it together a little bit.
Oh no, my father wouldn't like that. No, he does not like peasants.
Not yet. I mean, but like, start being the leader of the town.
Oh, okay. I can dig that. Okay.
don't forget to charge them tax. Your father would approve.
I didn't even think about that. I'm going to need to hire an accountant.
We can give you a little seed money to get you started. And 20,000, 30,000 gold seem fine.
He's got his share of
scoop
coin.
out whatever's in the closet. This should be plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay.
A small loan of 1 million gold.
So yeah, Jason will break off from the party for now. Until it's time to head back down, he's going to stay at the castle, spend time with his father, get things kind of sorted out there. You're all kind of taken to the very heavily barricaded door, leading out of the wall into Arkansas. As the doors opened, you're heading to farm. You are warned that as you're traveling through the fields of the good stuff, just be careful. Watch where you step.
On the path.
Well, the path is fine. Just watch where you step. A lot of the orc farmers tend to take their breaks with the good shit, which is what you turn the good stuff into, and they just kind of pass out wherever in those fields. So you don't want to accidentally step on them as you're walking through.
No,
Right. Okay.
That checks out.
I do think that right now is a very good wrap point for today's session.
Okay.
So what's that?
I would point out as we're leaving, I'm like, if they ever wanted to retake this these lands. You just wait till a really dry season and you set fire to the poppy fields. It's going to eliminate a lot of your.
Yeah. I mean, if they're just sleeping on the fields, those that don't get taken out are going to be just absolutely blitzed from all the smoke. If you were to do that.
If we
Wouldn't-
were.
Wouldn't recommend. That sounds
Look,
kind of awful.
Look, it does.
They
yeah.
went through their growing
Look,
pains.
I
think.
come up with ideas. That's all.
Okay.
I don't say we have to do it.
All right. But yeah, this feels like a good stopping point. Next session, we'll head down to farm so that Farbauti can meet his son.
It's gonna be special.
It's going to be a thing.
Hey, here's all this jewelry I bought for your dead mom.
Oh, you did just buy a bunch of jewelry for
You did.
his dead mom.
You can leave it on her grave.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's get out of here. Let's do a little bit of plug. Bert, what do you got happening, man?
I don't know. I got a lot of work going on. We may have a BX D&D game this Friday, this Saturday, I think. It's not Weird Frontiers, right? That was last week that we passed on. So yeah, maybe some Cyberpunk Red this Saturday. Sunday, something fun. Do something fun. Might run your game. I found a module that I could.
That would be
fun.
amazing. I have yet to sit down in a player seat for Teenage Odyssey, so
That'd be cool.
that would be
I'd
very
run,
cool.
I'd run something too sometime. Yeah,
Okay, we can figure that out. Let's see, John or Dan, anything you want to throw out there?
Discord. Go and look at it for the memes, the episode discussions, the frogs, the all sorts of other things that I can't think of while I'm rambling like I normally do.
Okay, very good.
Hopefully this weekend we'll get to record some more Punks in a Powder Keg.
I swear, whoever backs, if anyone cancels this weekend, I'm driving to their house and punching them in the face. We're
Very fair.
playing a
Very
fucking
fair.
session on Sunday.
Yes, so we'll do something. I've got some ideas, or if nothing else, we can record something, even if we only got like 3 people. So
Okay,
yeah.
something.
Something.
There we go. And as far as Defenders go, on Friday, we'll be back for more Pathfinder 2nd Edition, doing my campaign, which I just got to admit it. The name of the campaign is Order of Heroes 2, Electric Boogaloo. We did have a conversation during the last session, like, the party's not really shaping up to be heroes. I'm like, I never said the party was going to be the heroes. This could be the origin story for the party that raises up to stop the party in this game, and they're the Order of Heroes. We'll have to see.
Yep. Okay, we
may be responsible for causing an organizational need
for an Order of Heroes.
It's really just our villainous origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Except we're not actually the villains. We just enable them.
That's true. That's true.
Ooh, we'll just be the enablers.
Oh, I like it. I like it. You know
That
what?
is fun.
There's a druid out in the woods that wants to animate the forest to brutally murder an entire town. You guys aren't helping him murder the town. You're just getting the spell ingredients he needs to do the
You're
spell.
the PR division for the villains.
Yeah.
I think this is a well-needed thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's it.
You know,
That's it. Got a little
I
spin
bet
on it.
Dr. Doom as a consultant with all the class that he has, he's got to have
That's great.
There's also no chance that like previous misgivings with these people who are all going to be killed has something to do with it. No chance.
There's absolutely been 0 repercussions about me digging out and eating some sort of possibly undead, warded skeleton or anything like that. I mean,
Listen,
it's good for your bones.
Yeah.
All I can say is you ate the maybe haunted bones that you found in a, grave in the middle of the forest. And next time you took a shit, it was in town. So
it was.
May have just deposited them elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have an undead skeletal monster. You now have a shit monster.
By the way, completely random.
Huh.
I did find out there is a spell in Pathfinder 2nd Edition where you can grab somebody's skeleton in their body, and throw them around with it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me that's not something Joe can get.
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Because that's the kind of shit that Joe would like. What if I cast light on someone's like cornea? Like, who doesn't? Joe, please don't.
He would do that.
Joe would. Joe knows how to bend a system.
Does.
He does a good job at it. Anyway, the only other thing I got to say is I got some news yesterday. Some news from Bert. The layout on Teenage Odyssey is fucking done already. So Adam and I started today. We're working through the process on Drive-Thru RPG. So my fucking September release, who fucking knows? It could be like a July release.
It's still doable.
We'll see. All else fails, we're going to keep the September release date just in case I really fuck shit up somehow in the future.
It'll take 4 weeks for the drive-through approval for the print product, about 2 to 3 weeks for it to go through their process and clear, and then like a week or two for you to order and receive the test print.
Okay.
So it's still at
fair
least a
amount of
month of waiting.
August-ish, maybe.
Yeah.
Everything goes well. But yeah, I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's all I got. Good game, guys. We'll be back in a week for more of this. And I don't fucking know. Until we see you next time, don't staple your cats to the floor.
That's good advice.
It's very good advice. They don't deserve
Checks
that.
out.
They're loving creatures.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.